Today I am going to complete this companion page. It is day 3 from Follow a Sketch, February 2024. And yesterday I completed the right side, and so I am going to repeat some of the elements in the scrapbook page on the right so that it can be a 2-page layout. This was day 11, and so I am going to repeat some things. I've used the same paper, and they're going to set side by side. One of the reasons this makes a great companion page is because there are lots of picture opportunities. When I make a layout, usually the left-hand side it's more decorative and it has less pictures, and usually my right side has more photo opportunities. So I'm going to show you what I've got and how I've cut the paper. So this is my inspiration for the sketch. It is done by Jennifer Edwardson, and it's from the Creative Scrapbook Scrapper, and this is a layout that we're using for the Follow Sketch February. So I tend to follow sketches fairly close, just so that I can continue. It's just easier. That way I'm not thinking about the design, I'm just thinking about what papers and what pictures I'm going to use. I won't put the pictures down today because they are not my children, and I haven't asked them if I can use them for that. So I'm just going to make the page, and then I will add my pictures later. So here we go. I'm going to move everything aside, and we're going to concentrate on this page. And I will bring it back to the other page as we need it. So I'm going to make sure that you can see this at the bottom. So on the design, and I'm going to refer to design quite often, and I'll show you what I've done and what I haven't done. So I used white for the base side, so I'm going to move my elements off to the side, and I also have my mess mat because I am going to change the color of my strips just a little bit, just to make them a little bit blended a little bit better. So this is on a white base page. I used the same paper that I used on my right hand side. It's this wild one. Remember, I gutted it from yesterday. So each paper pack has 2 of the exact same paper. So this is the second sheet that I'm using, and I cut it at 3 by 12. And the reason I do that is because I'm going to slide this up a little bit just so I'm making sure that I'm on screen, because I tend to work and then you can't see me. So I'm going to put this on the 3. I have my verse mat, and I'm going to line it up. I thought about gutting this paper, but then I thought I'm trying to follow the sketch. And on the sketch you can see that they have the same pattern. I don't know if they used a whole sheet on the sketch, but I like to conserve my paper, so I did not. And I feel like I'm over a little bit, but okay. So, and then I'm going to adhere. This is the other 3-inch. I am going to put 3 by 4 pictures on this page. And then I'm going to have a spot for journaling, and the title will be a decorative piece. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put down my photo mats in the middle. And I'm just going to slide those on really quick. This one photo mat is a little bit gnarly, but that's okay because I have a feeling I'm going to run out of tape runner again. Me and my tape runner. Okay. And this one, you can see that they have a little cluster. I'm going to use I'll show you what I'm going to use. So I'm going to decorate this first. So I'm to this one, and I'm going to slide it off, and I'll show you what I'll do first. So the first thing I'm going to do is, remember, I sponged very lightly using Ballerina in these spots. I'm going to make it cohesive, I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'm going to get my sponge out, and I'm going to do it fairly dark, I think. When you sponge a lot, you need to, and what I'm doing this is, I kind of want it to be a speckled, well, that's a little bit dark. I don't know if I want it this dark, so I'm going to tell you this. So I'm sponging and I was pretty heavy handled, and I just re-inked this. So this is what I like to say. Paper is like is like Jesus. He gives you a second chance. So we're going to flip this over, and I'm going to see if I like a little bit better. And I'm putting a little bit more than I did on the other side, but I do kind of like it. I'm also, because I have all these pictures and it looks pretty white, I am going to do the direct to ink paper, where I'm just opening up my ink pad, and I'm using red. There is candy apple red in this paper, so it should coordinate pretty nicely. Now, I used the digital file on this cake. I'm going to show you what my cake's going to look like. So this little girl that I'm doing this page for is turning 5 years old. So I am going to, this is a digital cut. I cut this at 2.5 inches. I cut a larger one, but I didn't like how that looked on there. So with this digital file, it has this little cake, and it was funny. So I was working, and I found this piece of paper was on my desk, and it's the perfect paper and the perfect color for what I was doing, and it does look like cake. Doesn't that look like decoration? So I thought, winner, winner, chicken dinner. So and this is going to be like this. And so this is all the Cricut cut, the digital collection, like I said yesterday, Close to My Heart's paper packs come with a digital collection. And okay, now I'm going to put all these, and I use, when it's teeny tiny things like this, and when I'm doing a video, I do not want to glue the teeny tiny parts. So I ran this through the Xyron. I don't know if you've ever seen a Xyron. My first Xyron I got at a garage sale, and and little teeny tiny things like this, I use a Xyron, and I'm putting it on this paper, and this looks perfect. Oops, that's a little crooked. Can you see it? I'm gonna move up here so you can see it. I'm gonna place my cake kind of right where I want it to be, and then I have this cute little True Confession. I kind of like to fussy cut. This is a truth being told. So I'm trying to decide how big I want my candles to be. She has 5 candles, so I'm gonna put those down there, and that's a good spot for my cake. I might have to. I could have pop dotted. The reason I'm not going to pop dot my cake is because I want my candles to be on here. So I want her to have 5 candles because she's 5 now. And if I get Mom's permission, the gal that I'm making this for, she has the cutest kids, honestly. And you know, I was going to add the blue, but I think I'm gonna leave the black candles on there, even though that's not very little girlish. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I am having a journaling box, and I think it will help draw the colors. So then this is from my paper. Remember how I cut the paper out? I will show that paper to you. So Close to My Heart has something for consultants that's called bulk paper, and this was our bulk paper. And so you can see that I just kind of fussy cut that, and you'll see other things on there. And this was the same treatment that I did on the left hand side. Remember when I cut all this stuff out? So since I did that to one side, I'm trying to do it to the other, because these pages were not designed to be together, but I think they'll be fine. So I'm going to tape this on here like this. And it says it's your day. And I am going to sponge just a little bit more at the bottom. I was thinking that was going to be way too much, but I kind of like it now that I've got it on there. Okay, so now I'm back to putting this on here, and that kind of works as my title. I don't have a, I was going to put happy birthday on the side, but I messed around with it and I didn't like it, so I'm just going to put it this way. So that was there, and then we have our other pictures. So we're going to have 5 pictures on here, and I'm going to show you, you probably have already seen people do this 100 times. It's probably not anything new, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. And if I don't find my picture photo mat right there, I'm not going to worry about it because a photo is going to go there and it'll all be good. So on this one, you can see that I am doing journaling. So I want to leave a little bit of a journaling spot. And you're thinking, oh, that's crooked. No worries. It'll all come together. You will quickly find out I am not a perfectionist by any stretch of the imagination. So I am putting, I'm going to make a journaling. So we used to have PML cards. I'm going to close this because I will stick my hand in this ink, and that will not be cool. And when I put my pictures on, I might do the direct to ink method and put it all the way around again. So I'm going to set this, and then this works perfectly because I'm going to draw my journaling lines. I'm just going to add a couple more, and I kind of put them right in the middle. I just kind of eyeball it. And if I could find my pen, that would be a lovely thing. If I can't find it, I'm going to go forward anyway. And you will just have to use, oops, there it is. You will use your imagination. So I'm going to, my lines are 1/2 inch apart. And I'm going to stop at the bottom because I did some more fussy cutting. I told you I liked fussy cutting. Some people would just die. If I should have put a little bit of washi tape at the top up here, and then I wouldn't have to struggle and move this around. So I am going to put one more line, and then I'm going to add my little embellishments at the bottom. Oh wow, that one moved. So okay, so from my paper, once again, I have cut out from my paper, my pattern paper. I'm going to put these 2 little presents like this. This one's the cutest. I like this one the best. So I'm going to put that one down here. And I'm going to put this one down here. And when you're journaling, if you're journaling on black, the ballerina is such a soft, oops, I was going to put that one in the front, sorry. It's got to come up. And you can see on my sketch, they also had a journaling box. I'm going to put a little pop dot right up here, and so this might be a great place to write what presents she had. I'm going to show you one other little thing that we could do just to add a little bit of fun. This is going to be a super plain page, but I am okay with that. See how that just adds up? Oh, that's so cute. And I do have sticker sheets, so I was going to grab from the sticker sheet. So we have all these cute little tags at the bottom. There's a lot on this one. You can see that I've used a lot of stickers. And I think this is my 4th page that I've made out of this paper pack. So I'm feeling very confident. So I chose Party Time just because I like the colors, and doesn't that look cute on there? So we used to have PML cards, and we don't anymore. So this is kind of me making my own little PML card. If you love the PML cards that Close to My Heart had, this is a great idea. And you know what? I've got to do one more thing. Because wouldn't that be cute? I'm just going to add ever so lightly, because we highlight at school when we want something that's really important. I'm just going to put a little bit of a dab of pink right here just to add a little bit of character on that. Oh, that looks good. So that's going to go there, and then this will be here. I'm going to put this right down here. That's our journaling box. Super cute. And you're thinking, you have a gap? Don't worry. I have a zip strip. Zip strips cover a multitude of sin. So here we go. There's that. And there's my, over there. So one more thing I want to do. So I'm going to show you the difference. I'm going to hold it up close to the camera so you can see. So one of the things that I learned at the last album retreat was, see how this is kind of, this is just totally white. And I wanted to add a little bit of color to it. So I sponged color on it. So if you have a light colored something that you want to change the color of, you can sponge it. So the first, I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that. I have my sponge, and I just like to learn. Album retreat is my favorite thing. I go to all of the events that Close to My Heart has, but album retreat is what I do for me. So I'm going to, once again, when you are doing a lot of mixed media, you want to re-ink a lot, and I think most of the inks are in they're in stock right now. So I'm just going to take it, and to avoid blobs, you start off on the side, and then you just start like this, and then you're just going to add a little bit of color. And I'm not even, I don't worry about it being anything. I think the reason I like mixed media is because I'm not a perfectionist. I kind of can't color in lines. I can't draw a straight line. So when you're doing mixed media, it doesn't really matter. And this is very, very subtle. And I want it to stand out a little bit more. So once again, I'm going to use my direct ink to paper method. This is how you get the ink on the darkest. And I do this after, for obvious reasons, because if I tried to sponge after I did my direct ink, it would smear it everywhere. So this layout, believe it or not, well, I've gone 17 minutes, but it is almost complete. I have started a YouTube channel. I hope you will come and see it on YouTube. I will press the link in the comments, but I won't do the post because they told, I guess today I learned that Facebook and YouTube are not friends. Isn't that so fun? So I think I followed the sketch fairly close, and I'm going to, when I glue this down, I'm gonna leave one side. I'm gonna be very on one side more than the other because I'm going to slip my pictures underneath. I'm going to print them as soon as I'm done with this. And I like how this one turned out. And it is a great, isn't this a great companion page? I might use this for other companion pages. So much fun. Oops, this was not the one I did. I'm looking for, oh, here it is. Ha ha ha. So just a really simple, quick and easy scrapbook page. And if you wanted to, if it were a boy and you wanted to go, you could like have blue accents. You could have a blue cake. So this would work for a young child or a teenager. So this is great paper, and this is the paper that is featured in our current catalog. Ooh, I don't want to do that. And I will leave my website is joyfulheart@closetomyheart.com, and if you don't have a maker, I'd love for you to join me. And so that's all we have for today. I'm going to put them close together and see what you think. If they work well together. I think they do. I think it looks really great together, even though they weren't designed as a layout together. So I will be working on the Follow a Sketch February every day, I hope. And I'm a little behind, so I did 2 today, so I'm feeling very confident. Well, not 2, but this is actually, I did 1 because I did this yesterday. But if I don't catch up, it's been a lot of fun. I'll just pick my favorites. Talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.